I'll die for you. Could you ever love me that much? Oh, how I want to deserve you. Yes, you tell me this, and I want to believe that it's true. How I want to deserve you. I didn't want you to see me like this. I'm weak and I fight like a fool. How I want to deserve you. And if I could be granted a wish and shine in your eye like a jewel, how I want to deserve you. And if I could trade my heart for the silence I know that you need, how I want to desert you. I didn't want you to see me like this, so frightened of losing, so fool. How I want to deserve you. And if I caught a love in a breeze, just tell me that shake it loose. How I want to deserve you.
Anya?
Yes, I wanted to share regarding what I'm present to, and that's the experience of the scaling complexity and the unfolding of its mind intelligence. And then there is this like add in. There is the landing in incorporation of the original code of the language that holds the vibrational calibration of its design. So in a way, in the third part of the sequence, the branch for symmetry and proportion got complete, and the sentient signal received was 2900. So that's my share, and yeah, I'm complete.
Received. A minute. Not quite sure what's happening. My okay, thank you. There are actually those of us that do have metacognitive capacity. To phenomenon of reviewing or reflecting on the share or the speaking into the space, is that when one gets to a point where one is in the meta mind of one's direct link with creation, there is no I, we, or they. There is only communication. There's only that. Sarah? You want to turn your, you all can turn your videos on if you'd like.
Okay.
Helps me.
Yes. I'm present to a profound gratitude to be with Mimsies. And the time appointment of today. What I'm given it's been 11 years for me, I am aware of I am here presently and can only remember being like a child when I first met you. And now I'm aware of a direct relationship of when I press my bare feet on the land and the necessity of that communication, along with my dear and what exists here. I have an experience of access to you, to Shasta. And it has me with the field of Tantra Mat and those that are here, have me continue to live here and be here. The rituals, the activities, and the daily walking barefoot on the land, particularly how yummy it is now that it's wet and cold. And I just want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm complete.
For you, Sarah, the home is gratitude. When you observe and assign gratitude, you get access to your direct link with creation. And your integrity is that you cannot assign gratitude where gratitude is not the occurring field. Do you see that? Great.
The integrity of it. Yes.
to go a little bit further, the song that played while you all were coming back was not in fact, I can't even get to the song I was trying to play. It's still on that song that I was not trying to play, that played itself anyway. The interesting thing about it is I'm about to talk about you, Sarah. Okay?
Yes.
Is when Sarah was met, her grief was killing her. Was killing her relationships with people, her relationship with herself, and her relationship with her own body. In that song, it says, "I'll die for you. I'm so sorry you get to see me this way." And of anyone I know, Sarah carries that song that I have met so far. One of the fragmentations now, that was an I, we, they. One of the fragmentations that occurs when the meta mind comes into the operating state of the present configuration of reality is it fragments. And two phenomenon occur, among many actually, but they are part of what is seeking to be transmitted in this conversation. The first thing is this phenomenon of reincarnation, which is basically I, we, they. In this configuration of reality will die 1,000 times just to return to the original nature of the original design here. And an anguish in the personality structure shows up, which psychologically is often considered blame or shame. But if you could get to the emotionalness of Bette Midler's song, it's really the emotional feeling of, I didn't know I'd ever see me this way. I didn't know they would ever see me this way. I didn't know we would ever see ourselves this way. And that is the trauma that is the metaphysical trauma, not the psychological trauma, not the linear past to future trauma, which has created something called karma. But the inability to experience the be here now, because there's an overarching pressure of shock. I never expected to be this way. So I'd like everyone on the call to take a breath. To give yourself the ability to be, not assigned to any of the terminologies that have been used so far. This is not a course. This is Tantra moving in a we, they. The promise was to give you the ability to be metacognitive as an operating state, When Sarah spoke, Sarah said, when I met you, I was a child, and she's older than me. You want to see, this is you operating on behalf of all humanity. You in relationship to all humanity. So no, therefore, get it handled. Or I don't need to share. Or I can't stand, we're about to do this. And it's you being what called you here, to be with others in the field, being present to whatever there is for you to be present to, and to share it with others in the field. I, Tantra, cannot stress enough how our fragility, our vulnerability, our childlike innocence, and the horror, perhaps, of experiencing what happened here is what shut us down. It is the border. This is Tantra's opinion. For me, it is the border between the inability to be metacognitive and the ability to be metacognitive. This is still Tantra talking. I had no idea where this was going. I was only given the first discussion point, the first transmission point. I had no idea. In this period of time that we've been together, meaning those of us on the call and me, no one else, not the ones that listen to the recording afterwards, not the rest of the world, just those of us on the call at this moment, in unity with a particular power and force of creation that I call the realms of the beloved. I had no less or no more idea that this moment would come than you did. So I just want us to rest a minute. Alfie is in service of life. You may see his head in front of me in a moment because I asked him to come stand on me earlier. Since I too have to stay capable of what is before me for this specific period of time. The other thing I also want to say to you from me is that we were originally going to have this for 3 hours. And it was actually the realms of the beloved that asked that it be 6 hours. And yesterday on the Facebook Live I was laughing with Electra because I woke up when I went to bed Friday night. My thought process was, oh, this is 6 hours. Wow, that's a long time. I had no idea that I did not remember. It's the only way I can discuss it. I did not remember. So I have 26 people see, and 26 people for 6 times 4 is 24. Is that correct? Okay. 5 times 4 is 20. So it is 6. Okay. Here we go. Share what you're present to with each other. Any way you can get it done. I'm curious to see if Benita, you and Megan are there. You may not be. I'm going to see if I can. If you would like to share with me, I'm available if you're there. I'll give it a few minutes. Okay, darlings, I guess you're not there. I'm just leaving it on the recording so that you know, Benita and Megan, that I was making space for you.